everybody. Welcome back to the vlog. Let me get my water. I don't know where the monitor is. I just put it down somewhere, but I'm sure I'll hear her if she wakes up. She's bound to any second. I'm gonna scramble and try to make some eggs, and try to start my day off. But if you're new here, hey, my name is Veronica Burton. I am 27, soon to be 28. It's my birthday month, August. I'm a new mom to an amazing almost 6-month-old baby. Can you believe she's almost 6 months old? I feel like she's just born. Anywho, some of you guys are probably like, oh girl, where'd all your hair go? Yeah, I cut it all off. My hair used to be down to here and I just went, I almost did myself, but I waited till I got to my girl. Yeah, I have been off of YouTube lately, as you guys have probably noticed, and I just haven't been into social media. I don't know why, it just has not appealed to me. Some of you probably have also noticed that I have set my Instagram profile to private, and I now review everybody that I allow follow me right now, just because I am trying to post more pictures for my family, and I just want to have more pictures on there posted. And I just don't feel comfortable with doing it off of private anymore. I've just been living life, the summer life. Helen went on her first flight. We went down to Boca Grande, Florida, and just spent a few days down there with my family. There are a bunch of babies in my family right now. So my husband's cousin, both of his cousins, one is 2 months older than Helen, one is 1 month older than Helen. Then his sister had a kid a month after us. So there are just a bunch of babies in the fam, and 3 of the 4 new babies traveled with us, and it was so much fun. There were some mental breakdowns though. Like Helen literally was screaming in the airport for like 30 minutes and I had to try to calm her down. She didn't want to nurse. I think she was just overstimulated by just all the happenings. So luckily the Atlanta airport has like those nursing pods, and we just popped in one of those and I calmed her down, and she fell asleep in the carrier and was asleep most of the plane ride because it was only an hour. So that was good. But anyway, there's going to be a couple days in my life. We're making some breakfast right now. I love making eggs with my Frank's buffalo hot sauce. It's my favorite. And then I love these chicken sausage patties. These are just like a staple. And you saw this morning I ate some oatmeal. Oatmeal is so good for your supply, and I've been having, I'll tell you more about it later, but I've been having some breastfeeding or breast milk supply issues. So yeah, we're doing all the things. Anyway, let me just get my breakfast situated. This is breakfast. All right. Hey everyone, let's do a little catch up. Like I mentioned, we've been traveling a little bit. We went to the lake. That was Helen's first trip ever. She loved it. It's where she came back to breastfeeding. So we actually dealt with a breastfeeding aversion for, I want to say we dealt with it for about 5 to 6 weeks. 2 of those weeks were just hardcore no breastfeeding. Like she was just like, I'm good. I just want a bottle. She came back and I'm so happy, and it has just brought me so much joy. I love breastfeeding. Not every mom loves breastfeeding, and that's okay. This is just my thing. I really enjoy it, and it's kind of sad because she's going to be starting solids so soon, and before I know it, I'm going to be weaning her. So I'm just enjoying it. My latest issue right now, I'm going through like 3 categories, kind of like feeding, sleep, and play/life for baby updates. But for feeding, my supply has dropped, and I used to be an oversupplier, and now I make pretty much exactly what Helen needs. So I've added in a 10 p.m. pump when she's asleep, just so I can have milk just in case I need it. And I've barely pumped like 2 ounces, if that, during those. I know that it takes a little bit of time for your body to get that demand and start producing at that hour. At 3 months, your body goes from hormone-driven milk supply to demand-driven. So if your body is not being demanded milk at a certain hour, say bye to that milk at that hour. I've just had a lower supply towards the end of the day, and I'm doing what I can to increase that supply. I'm gonna take a few supplements. I don't know if they actually work, but I'm gonna try, and I'm starting to eat way more. So I'm trying to not only just eat clean, but eat a lot more carbs, because carbs really help with milk production, I believe, from what I've read. But yeah, that's the latest, and it's not like the end of the world, but I do want to be able to have a little bit of an overproduction, or at least have a steadier production throughout the day, even though naturally your body will lower in production at the end of the day, because that's when your prolactin hormone levels are lowest. I just don't want her to get frustrated at the boob. And then sleep, Helen pretty much can put herself down to sleep now, which is a miracle. She sometimes fusses a little bit, but she finds her thumb. We don't do passy for bed anymore. I just stopped that probably 2 days ago, just because I don't want to play passy pong and go in and replace the passy and leave and replace the passy and leave. There were a few hard days of getting her to go down, and I would go in and have like time intervals that I would go in and I would rub her back. I would try to calm her down, and then I would leave and I would go back in another time interval later. That's just the approach that worked for us, and it worked really well for Helen. She responded extremely well to just kind of learning how to settle herself in that way within 2 days. But there were still like blips where it was hard, like a really hard nap, or a nap that she just outright failed and refused to nap, or just really hard times going down at night if she had like an overstimulating day or a really bad nap, so she was overtired, etc. Baby sleep, truly, I've said this before in my vlogs, it is a science. And you know what? Sometimes you get so caught up in the science that you miss what your kid is telling you. And this past week, I've tried the Logan approach. My brother-in-law, his name is Logan. And when he watches I guess she's my niece-in-law, he doesn't look at the clock. He looks at her and he says, okay, are you yawning? Even if it's way before you're supposed to nap, like supposedly supposed to nap, I'm putting you down. And she has like the best naps. So I've started doing the Logan approach, and it's changed my life. At this age, she has telltale signs. Like at almost 6 months, she rubs her eyes, she gets really fussy, she starts sucking her thumb. It's obvious she's tired. So when that obvious tiredness hits, I do a little mini routine. She can go down without it, but I like to kind of settle her. I'll read her a little book. I'll put her in her sleep sack. I'll tell her night night. I sing her a little lullaby. So it's kind of like, oh man, I'm like blanking. What is that theory? Whatever. I just want her to associate that with sleep, and then she goes to sleep. Life has been good. She's been waking up a little bit in the night. I still feed her once overnight. I think she needs it, personally. Like, I think she's a happier baby with feeding once overnight, and I don't mind. So we'll probably wean off of that night feed once she is like very steady on solids, but that probably won't be for a few months. Then aside from that, she's rolling like crazy. She's a roly-poly-oly. She loves to roll. She had a preferred side that she liked to roll on, so we had to work really hard to get her to roll to the other side. Now she's balanced and she rolls to both sides great. We still go to baby PT. Like I mentioned before, she has very mild torticollis, which means like she's a little tense on one side. So she like will sometimes like hold her head like this because she's like tense. We've been in stretches, we've been doing her exercises. She's improved so much. I think she's gonna like graduate soon, and she is like crawling, y'all. I didn't know I would have a crawler so early. Like, she's not crawling fast, but she gets from point A to point B on her mat, and she gets on all fours and she'll like scoot and like bring her knees under her. She knows what she's doing. That's great. She learned how to clap. It was so cute. I'm gonna pop a little video here.
Woo! Yeah!
Luke and I melted. We didn't know what she was doing at first, but then we put 2 and 2 together and we were like, oh my gosh, she just saw me clap and she just tried to, which was just such a precious moment. In the mornings, we do morning snuggles. So when she wakes up, she'll probably be pissed off, and I feed her, and I like feed her standing up, walking to our room. I'll finish feeding her sideline, and then we just like kind of snuggle and hang out in the morning, and she likes to like play with my hands or whatever. But yeah, I've just been really enjoying motherhood lately. And this sounds terrible, but I didn't really start to truly enjoy it until probably the 5-month mark. And I think it was because I had postpartum depression, my hormones were crazy, I was in survival mode. I didn't understand what the F was going on with her sleep or like feeding. We had the breastfeeding aversion. Like, there was just a lot that we had to overcome, and we've overcome it. And now we're in a really good spot. And I know that in the future when we go through things that we will be able to get through it and get back to a good spot in the future. It was a lot of leaning on the Lord during that time. And yeah, that's just the latest with us. I know this is a little bit of like a chatty section of the vlog, but I needed to tell you what was going on. I'm very surprised she's still asleep. I think her wake windows are changing because she's almost 6 months, so she's about to start being able to stay awake for like 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours, and she'll nap for a little bit longer, and eventually she'll drop her 3rd nap, because right now we're only doing 3 naps a day. I still contact nap her. I didn't say that, but I still contact nap her every once in a while. I love it. I love it. It's so bad, but I'll like feed her to sleep and I don't even care. And we just like lay together and she just naps. And sometimes I nap, sometimes I like read on my Kindle. But adding in some quiet time, not just quiet like devotional time, but like in a dark room, either reading or napping, has also been helping my supply. Because if not, I would just run myself into the ground, being way too productive, and I just can't do that. Yesterday, I did a lot of organization. So Helen is outgrowing a lot of her clothes right now, and I want to keep a lot of it. I'm donating some stuff that we just never used and I didn't like, and I don't think I would like for a future baby, but I'm keeping a lot of stuff, and I just use like the silica packets, and I put it, I use whatever I find in the packages that I get from just stuff that we order, and I just stick them in the bins that I have and then put that into storage up in the attic. And yeah, I did a lot of that, a lot of organizing, because we just had a lot of gunk, just stuff everywhere. I really need to make a video of what I actually use for my baby showers, because I would do my registry so different. So different. I also, as you guys saw, I got this play mat, and it's been like the best investment. I took it to the lake with us because I was so obsessed with it. It's called the Ophi mat, the Play Ophi mat. It's amazing. Truly, like, Helen is so comfortable on it. I'm comfortable sitting on it. I don't break my knees on the floor anymore. We love it. I got new pump parts, because the reason I think my supply is low is because when I pump, if Luke gives her a bottle at night, don't really get anything. And I texted my lactation consultant, and she said, you need to replace your pump parts because they could just be very weak and used. So I use Airflow breast pumps to get stuff through insurance. I'm gonna wash these and clean up breakfast and then go figure out what my daughter's doing. All right, I have said this once before, but our favorite laundry detergent is Dirty Labs. I have the Dirty Labs laundry booster, and I have their free and clear. I've started using this on Helen's. I really like it. I just put it in like one of these, super easy. I'll link it below. I've been using it for years now. And for me, for my clothes, this scent is amazing. The Magnolia Bergamot Cedar. It smells so good. And I get compliments all the time on my laundry detergent, or like what my laundry smells like. I don't have a discount code, but you should use my link because the brand has reached out to me, and I would love to work with them in the future to actually get you guys a link, but I don't think that they believe that I'm a real person on the internet. But I'm kidding. But yeah, I would love to work with the brand, and if you showed them that you support me, that'd be great. Wouldn't it? Yeah! Helen has been loving her little skip hop here. Oh yeah, she loves it. I'm gonna heat up some lunch. I just made some tuna crackers, and I have leftover chicken thighs and potatoes. I wish I had a veggie, but whatever. Chicken All right, it's the end of the day and it's about 7:42. I took a contact nap with Helen this afternoon. It was so much fun. I just fed her to sleep. I read while she slept like on me in our bed, and it was so nice. I love contact napping her. It's like the sweetest thing ever. Sometimes it does backfire if she's not like fully ready to go to sleep, but I think she is, and she's just really being fussy, and then she just skips a nap because she's so excited to be with me. I guess she like goes kind of cuckoo and like tries to play with my face and stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you need to be napping right now. Anyway, she completely vetoed her last nap. She just like was in her crib playing with her passy because I'm doing a nanny share with some people in my family, and we were interviewing a nanny, and she just was like playing with her passy because I usually don't give her a passy because she does that. And I'll give her a passy when we're just like hanging out and she gets a little fussy, but not before sleep or in the crib, because she started just like playing with it and just like whipping it around, and it like riles her up. But I gave her one because she was crying. I was like, I just need you to go to sleep right now and I need to finish this interview, and it didn't work. She got even more riled up. She started playing with it, just vetoed the last nap. But she's been vetoing the last nap the last 3 days, so I think I have to change something with her wake windows or something, because she just isn't doing it. Like, she just isn't doing it. We will see. But anyway, I'm gonna take a shower and hang out with Luke the rest of the night. We're probably gonna watch some TV and then go to sleep. I like to go to bed by 9. That's my thing. I mean, lights out by 9:30. Even better. Man, I love it. I love being lights out by 9:30. If I'm lights out by 10:15 though, I get the heebie-jeebies. So I don't like that. There are deer in my backyard. You wanna see? I'll show you. Look at those bad boys. They're just living their life. I made some dinner tonight though. I made steak with asparagus and some french fries. And I got my new pump parts. This is my baby bottle washer. Oh, these are just a few things that I've been using in the video. Earlier you saw me take my pre-workout. I use powders. I have a discount code with them. I use the pump powder because it's caffeine free. I drink decaf coffee. I am caffeine free just because it jacks me up. But I really like their pre-pump or pump powder. So I take that before lifts. And then my Papablic bottle washer is my best friend. I have a discount code with them as well. I worked with them on a previous video, and I love this thing to bits and pieces till the day I die, probably. Yes, so amazing. Could not recommend it enough. It's awesome. And if you guys are interested, I'll link it below. But it has like this compartment where you can put the little pieces, and then as you can see in here, it has all the space for the bottles. I used to just have a sanitizer and a dryer, especially when I was like exclusively pumping when she was refusing my boob. Changed my life. I still panic about naps, but I don't get anxious like I used to. I used to get very, very, very anxious about Helen's naps, and then my hormones kind of regulated a little bit more, which helped a lot. But like today, when she just pieced that last nap, she was not screaming the whole time she was awake when I got her out of the crib, but she was just like generally fussy. I just played with her, hung out with her, moved up bedtime, and I just thought to myself, and then what? Like, the worst that could happen was Helen just has a bad night of sleep tonight and she wakes up a few times. That's it. That's the worst that could happen with her skipping that last nap. And that's nothing that I haven't experienced before, and it's nothing that I'm not prepared for. I'm prepared for that. So if you're a mom that's stressed about naps, just remind yourself and then what? Like, and then what could happen? Like, what's the worst possible thing that could happen? And the worst possible thing that could happen is something that you've probably already done before, and you can do it again, and it'll be okay. I wish I could tell myself 3 months ago when she was about 3 months to not stress out so much about her sleep and her eating, especially the eating thing. But there was no way I could have known that she would come back to the boob. I just wish I would have not stressed out so much because I missed out a lot on just really precious moments of her just being so young and such a baby. But I am just really glad that I have reframed my mindset to kind of approach each day with like overabundance of gratitude. Like I have a healthy baby. I have a baby that is going to grow out of the things that are hard right now, as long as I just do my best to help her. And I am just blessed to have a child. So I just try to think about that every day, even on the hard days. And what really helps me are my morning workouts, even if I do 20 minutes. Even if I just walk with her in the stroller, just something to like move my body. That the endorphins help me a lot. I do have days off, obviously, like tomorrow I'm not gonna work out, I'm just gonna go on a walk. I definitely do recommend just trying to reframe, because it is so easy to fall into this victim mindset of like, oh, why is this happening to me? Like, why isn't my kid sleeping? Why is it just my kid? Like, why does my kid not like to eat well, etc. I fell into that mindset a lot early on, and I regret it. And luckily, I've taken steps to change that, especially through going through therapy and such. I do recommend that, and I am here to encourage you. Like, you got this. If you're a mom, you got it. Moms rule the world. I really think that you're doing a great job, even though I don't know you, because you love your kid and you're doing the best that you can, and you're gonna try to just be better every day. So if you need to hear that, I'm here to tell you that. But yeah, I'm gonna go read this book now. I'm reading Precious Little Sleep. I actually really like the book. It's just another perspective on baby sleep that I'm just reading about. I'm also reading you guys know I love fantasy, Sun Queen series. I'm on the second book, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's nothing to like write home about, but it does scratch the fantasy itch. I have been on Red Rising, but I went a little bit too hard. I read the first 2 books way too fast, and I got a little sick of it. Just like anything, if you just do too much of it, I just get a little bored. So I'm taking a little breaky poo, and then I'm gonna get back to it. I link all my book recs below. Yummy, yummy. All right, I'm doing a little Vitality try on haul. You guys know my favorite athletic wear brand aside from Lulu, obsessed. So I got this new set. I wanted just something a little bit new in the wardrobe. I don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of like a more thick strap, and it has like an open back, as you can see. So this feels like very weird to me because I'm always used to having like my back covered with the sports bras that I'm wearing. These are the leggings. So I just ate dinner, so I'm feeling full. I also got their pumping bra. I don't know how I feel about their pumping bra. This is the front of it, and what I could do is just kind of like boob out, or on the inside, this is where the pump would go, and then underneath is where you would stick it, so it would just kind of be like hanging on. So that is their bra for pumping. Their last pumping bra I was not impressed with. I have to say, like it was way too big for the pump, and I have large like pump things. This was their last pumping bra, and I use it as just like a breastfeeding bra because it's so ridiculously large. Ain't no pump. gonna stay on with that. But I do love this bra. Like, I do use it a lot, and you can see, like, huge. And it, like, the pump just slides right off, but it's great for breastfeeding. But yeah, as you can tell, my favorite color is green. I love the color green. And I thought this was like a flattering cut for me, so I got it. And aside from Vitality, my staples are usually Lulu and Nike. Like, I have a few Nike shirts, but not a lot of their sports bras and stuff. Lulu and Vitality compose a lot of my closet just because they fit me the best. Like, I know my sizing with them. And I think they're flattering. So with leggings though, I'm pretty staunch on Vitality. I'm gonna link it below. But my one beef with Vitality, sometimes their stuff runs out, but they have been doing better at restocking their styles that are very popular. This is the one brand that I bought their first launch, I want to say 2019, and I've been wearing them ever since. Like, nearly all of my leggings are Vitality. A lot of my sports bras and tops are Vitality. My shirt that I was wearing today is Vitality. I love them. I just want to work with them so bad. Anyway, tomorrow we're just going to pack. We're going on a family vacation next week. We are changing time zones, and I'm a little bit nervous because it's going to throw Helen for a loop for sure. We're just gonna do it anyway. I'm very excited because it's gonna also be with her little cousin. Helen has a cousin, Luke's sister, who is a month younger than her, so it's awesome because they hit milestones together sometimes. Marlo is very advanced. I just love having them together and having somebody else that's going through motherhood that lives nearby that I can chat with about this stuff and like raise our kids together, because motherhood can be pretty lonely sometimes. So it is really awesome to have Esther close by. But we are going on a trip, and I'm packing just all day tomorrow because we're going to be gone for a little over a week. I'm very excited, but I also like packing is just next level nowadays with a baby. It's not as easy as just packing myself. I'm going to pack Helen first, and then I can kind of pack myself without even thinking about it. But yeah, that's what we're going to do tomorrow, and just kind of chill. Yay, I'm excited. Thank you guys for watching. If you are new here, please be sure to subscribe. And yeah, this is just a little bit of my life. I'm just living my life, and I hope that you guys enjoyed coming along. I'm still trying to figure this bra out. I don't really know. Today was a fun day. We just I went and visited my friend Jenna, who has a 5-week-old baby. So it was crazy seeing that baby and being like, whoa, that was Helen. Because I just remember like the first 3 months, I think I've already mentioned this, but like it took me a while to like truly settle into motherhood, and I'm still settling, but like really like kind of enjoy it. And not that I wasn't enjoying it, it's just a different kind of enjoyment. Like, I'm much more relaxed now. Like, I'm not like, what's gonna happen? Like, I get it. Like, I know what's gonna happen. Like, I know what's gonna happen if she fails a nap. I know what's gonna happen if she has a good nap day, if she has a bad nap day, if she wakes up a lot at night. Like, I just know. And it was a lot of unknown before, which gave me a lot of anxiety. I will say it's crazy looking at my friends that are in the really early baby stages right now, because I'm like, wow, I was a different person, human being at 5-week-old baby, 5-week postpartum. Like, I was different, and I'm very glad to be out of that, but I also like miss it. Like, she was so tiny, and she's like crawling now. Literally, Helen's crawling. I don't know why she started doing that so early, but it's kind of cool. But I have to like watch her like a hawk now. Yeah, that's what we did today, and then saw some of my family and cooked dinner, as you guys saw. Enjoyed that, ate dinner with Luke, and now I'm gonna shower and go to bed. It is about 8 o'clock. Whoa, it's already 8 o'clock. I'm gonna shower and go read my book in bed and eat some popcorn. Very excited for that. And I'm gonna hopefully be lights out by 8:45. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye, friends.